Have you ever opened your laptop just to check one assignment and suddenly remembered 5 other things you should be doing, and now your brain is basically screaming in 12 directions at once? Yeah, same. There's a reason that happens, and it's not that you're bad at focusing. It's something called the Zeigarnik Effect. And once you know how it works, you can use it instead of letting it ruin your day. Let me explain. So, the Zeigarnik Effect is this psychological thing where your brain pays extra attention to unfinished tasks, like annoyingly extra. Imagine your mind is a browser. Every task you start opens a new tab. But here's the plot twist. Your brain refuses to close that tab until the task is done, or until you at least give it some kind of ending. That's why you can forget what you ate for lunch, but somehow remember the homework you didn't finish 2 weeks ago. And the wild part? This effect can either destroy your productivity or make you unstoppable. But we'll get to that. Stick with me. This next part is the, "Oh, that explains my entire life" moment. Think about this. You sit down to study, you open your notes, and right then, bam! Your brain reminds you of the message you didn't reply to, the form you forgot to submit, the random assignment from 3 months ago you're pretty sure your professor forgot about, but your brain didn't. And now your focus is gone. Not because you're lazy, not because you're bad at studying, but because of unfinished task brain noise. Your mind hates open loops. It desperately wants closure, so it keeps poking you. Hey, you forgot this. You still need to do this. Don't sleep until you handle this. And suddenly you're stressed about tasks you weren't even planning to do today. Pause here. Is that not the most exhausting thing ever? Here's the twist. The Zeigarnik Effect isn't the enemy. Actually, it can be your secret weapon. Because this same mental glitch that makes you feel overwhelmed can also force your brain to stay motivated. But only if you use it the right way. Let me show you how. The hardest part of any task is starting. But here's where the Zeigarnik Effect is your friend. Once you start, even for like 60 seconds, your brain goes, "Oh, we started this. Cool, I'm going to obsess over finishing it now." This is why the just 5 minutes trick works. Because the moment you create an open loop, your brain wants to close it. So try this. Set a timer for 2 minutes. Begin the task, stop after the timer. If you want to continue, great. If not, your brain will keep reminding you until you finish it later. You basically hack your own psychology. But there's a catch, and it's why so many people feel chronically stressed. Starting too many tasks creates too many open loops. Your brain can't tell the difference between an unfinished essay, an unread email, a promise you made, a random idea you never wrote down. To your brain, they're all equally loud. And that's why your thoughts feel like 48 tabs fighting for Wi-Fi. So how do you shut them up? This is my go-to mental detox. Takes 5 minutes. Grab a piece of paper or your notes app. Write down everything that's stressing you out. Tasks, errands, deadlines, things you're avoiding, even dumb stuff like buy shampoo. What you're doing is giving your brain permission to stop holding all of it. Because the Zeigarnik Effect only freaks out when a task has no plan. Once you write it down, your brain considers it handled for now. Instant clarity, instant calm. 10 out of 10 recommend. If you start a big project, don't wait until the very end to feel accomplished. Break it into tiny pieces. Instead of write an essay, try open doc, write outline, write intro, write first paragraph, insert references, edit. Every micro task you finish gives your brain a sense of closure. And every closure removes noise from your mental inbox. This is how you avoid burnout. This is how you stay consistent. Small wins again and again. I spent years thinking I was just naturally chaotic, like my brain was broken or something. But learning this changed everything. It wasn't a character flaw, it was just a pattern. And once you understand the pattern, you can rewrite it. You deserve a mind that feels lighter. You deserve focus that doesn't feel like a battle. And you can get there, one closed loop at a time. So, here's what to try tonight. 1. Spend 2 minutes starting one thing you've been avoiding. Even a tiny start makes your brain want to finish it. 2. Do a 5-minute brain dump. Unload those open loops. 3. Break one big task into micro steps. Give your mind clean check marks to work through. These 3 moves can transform your week. Seriously, you got this. And if you want more psychology tricks and mindset tools, hit subscribe, because we're leveling up together on Inside Aperture. See you in the next one. Let's close some loops tonight.